Good morning-ish. Not morning everywhere, is it? It's still 10:15 here. Um, so not morning everywhere, but morning someplace. Go further west, young man. It's more morning there than it is here. So good morning, everybody. I have a coffee. We have a bunch of new cards. I'm here. I'm here. For the moment, we're here, right? Tomorrow we have Mediumship healing. If you guys haven't signed up for that, make sure you sign up. It's on My Mystical Life. It is, you just click on the thingy and it takes you wherever you need to be. So I'm getting ready to share here. Let me do this really quickly. I'm a little fluffy looking this morning. Live now. Let's put this here live. Come on. Live now. It's just been one of those mornings. You know, people fight about the silliest things, don't they? Like, fight about the silliest things. Kelly Hansen, just a second, girl. I will drop you a card. I'm looking for a specific thing to share to. There we are. That's what I wanted to share to this morning. So the people will fight about the silliest things. Just the silliest things. Who's going to mow the lawn? Are you kidding me? That's what I've spent my morning on. So here I am. Here I am. And I'm going to pull two cards. I'm supposed to pull two cards for you, Kelly Hansen. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Thank you for sharing. You know I love you every day in a way. I have to shuffle these pretty good, though, because I just pulled them out, and they are brand new. And want to know how to win an argument? Hire someone to do my lawn. Right, Allie? Is that the answer? Because Richard might get pulled. We're not even going to go into this. My house in Ohio used to be beautiful, didn't it, Allie? It had flowers and rose bushes, all sorts of beautiful things. Now it looks like redneck heaven. You're on Tom's Facebook page. Yeah, you've been banned. I don't know why. Love the hair. Thank you. It's I put a little color in it. That's about all I did this morning. That's about all I did. So I really have to shuffle this because this is a tarot deck. It was beautiful, right? Now you all pull in and it looks like redneck heaven, and everybody points a finger at everybody else and says they were supposed to draw it. I'm like, It's okay. All right. It is. Good morning, everybody. We are going to do some mediumship today. It was so interesting. Yesterday evening, we talked for a little bit. Last night, it was our 5-minute evening, right? It was an hour and 5 minutes. And so we talked. You bet Richie is happy there with the projects galore. Yes, he's mowing the lawn today. Kelly Hansen. He does have projects galore. Part of my problem. That crap makes me mad. Won't tell me what I did to ban. Yeah, the Angels banned. They won't tell her. So ready to get my new cards. Patiently waiting. Oh, Amber, you must have. I'm going out to pack more stuff. There was a thing on the invoices, you guys, that when we sent them out, it said, and I'm only assuming. I have no idea, Amber, because I've not been to the garage to work this morning yet and pack packages. So I'm assuming that that's okay. Yeah, it's beautiful, right? The farm in Ohio, once we move home, which we're waiting for. So everybody type a Lima for me, Lima. Everybody type a Lima. We are sending all sorts of positive vibrations to Lima, Ohio, that we get to go to home, We haven't lived at home in over 10 years. And our horses are there. Of course, our horses are there, but our kids are there, our grandkids there, families there, friends are there. My weeds in the yard are there that I get to go take care of. All those things. So everybody type me a Lima, Lima. I want to go home. I just want to go home. Do you know how to go to your home, Paul? Okay. Ooh, there's one. There's one for Kelly. Yeah, good vibes to go to Lima. Wherever we go, whether it's Lima or someplace else, we will be on the, did you see that? The hell? We will be on the East Coast. It'll either be Maryland, Delaware. I've not been to Delaware yet, so that's a plus. And or Maryland, Delaware, or Virginia. Hey, Chris, how are you? I'm voting for Lima. Lima. Okay. Moving again. Okay, so I pulled for Kelly Hansen because she asked for me to, and my guides went, hey, let's pull for Kelly. Kelly needs it this morning. So welcome from Tennessee. Give us a shout out where you guys are from. I'd like to know where everybody's from. You also want to Michigan, your second home. Yeah, right. I'm from Ohio, but I lived in Michigan most of my childhood life. So Kelly, yeah, girl, you got something going on. I have one card turned up, and yeah, back to Eastern Standard Time. Right. Oh my God, Texas. Hoping everybody is sending wonderful, powerful, healing energy to anybody affected by this hurricane, right? Minnesota, been to Minnesota. New Zealand, currently 4 a.m. Renee, you are a powerhouse girl. Amber has surgery tomorrow, appreciating good vibes. Finland, awesome. How cool is that? Welcome from Finland. Okay. So Virginia, Mary Hager. We're at in Virginia. Have we had this discussion before? We're at in Virginia. Love Virginia for lovers, you know? No, Michigan's for lovers. No, Virginia's for lovers. I don't remember anymore. I've lived too many places. So Kelly Hansen, I don't know what you have going on, but I can see the second card flipped upwards and the first card is still down. So I'm going to be letting you know what that first card has to say here in just a second. So let's see. It is I'm still learning this. This is the Wands card. It's a brand new deck for me. So it's a brand new deck. And they're really beautiful. They're I don't remember right now. Angel Wisdom Tarot by Radley Valentine. Okay. So they're talking about where you are right now and where you're going. Okay, Kelly? Healing vibes to Amber. Absolutely. Hi, Jazz. Hi, Katrina. So, Florida. So Kelly, first card for you is the King of Wands, the King of Wands. Now, when we get the major suits in, not the major arcana, but the major suits, we know that these are more of a power card, right? They're kind of, as you would think of a king and a deck of playing cards. My camera does not want to cooperate with me today. Look here, camera. Okay, so this is all about being that person that steps forward. And my camera, there we go. This is that person that is outspoken. We'll go against the grain on what some people, welcome from Washington, on what some people want to believe, or what some people will kind of push back against. So don't worry about that, right? That's okay. You're allowed to be outspoken. You're allowed to be that powerful person that moves forward and gets your thoughts out there for other people, even if they didn't think it was effective or was going to work or things along those lines. The other thing I want to say, this is a big investment in a heart quality as well. Like you're really passionate about what you're doing. That wand energy is about that fire energy and that passion. So also moving from your heart space with making sure that you are putting all of your energy behind it, right? Because that's who you are. You go forward gung-ho, right? Like that, right? Gotta go. Oh, it's 104. Angel, don't work too hard. All right. So that's the first card. That's where you are right now, being outspoken, trying to move forward things. Don't worry about talking in public. Don't worry about having people hear what you have to say. And the other thing I have to tell you is this is what you have coming up. This is the Magician, right? The most powerful deck or card in the deck, right? Right. Only seconded with the female aspect of this as in being the High Priestess. So this is about that powerful moving forward. But what's important about this is you have everything you need to be successful in what you're going forward in this card. So this speaking card here says, okay, talk about what you're working on, move forward on it. It's okay to be outspoken, including if people don't agree with you, right? And then you have everything you need to make everything you want happen. That's what the magician means. It is an accumulation of all of the signs, all of the elements, all of the seasons, all of those things you have available to you. So work within your own power and bring it to be. Right? Okay. So you pulled the High Priestess this morning in your personal reading. Excellent. Excellent. I haven't pulled cards for myself in a while. I kind of need a reading, I think. Because, oh my Lord, I need a reading, I think. I don't get a lot of volunteers for that. Actually, I do. When when Isis is doing practice readings within the intuitive development students that have graduated, I do get readings then, but I don't generally get readings. So. Gotcha. I understand, Kelly. I understand. Okay, so it's a cute mug. Which mug is it? What's on this side? Oh, okay. Yeah, thank you. This is a TJ Maxx, you guys, has the best mugs. Like the best spiritual mugs. They really do. I mean, all my mugs I usually get from there. TJ Maxx. See? I didn't buy any mugs here in Santa Fe because obviously I knew we weren't staying. Yes, I do need one from somebody that does not know me. I need a reading for somebody that doesn't know me. You're totally right, Marta. That is a thing, right? That's a thing. From Trinidad. How cool. Welcome, welcome. So we're just kind of chatting this morning. I don't know how long I'm going to be on. I have packages to pack and a house to pack, obviously. So that's a new thing. We went to the concert this weekend. Did you guys see we went to the concert? And here Lisa got roughed up at the end of the concert. Come away bleeding, and I thought Sam was going to jail. Honestly, I thought Sam was going to jail. He didn't, though. It's like something out of, what is that movie with Tom Hanks? Not Tom Hanks. Tom Selleck. Not Tom Selleck. What is his Tom? I don't know. He's a short guy. What is the name? Mission Impossible. It's like security dropped out of the ceiling. And I mean, seriously, all of a sudden they were there. Also, I was just aware of being kind of like on Tom Cruise. I was kind of aware of being on like almost to the floor. They were tossing t-shirts, right? They were tossing t-shirts. And I still can't talk really great. So if my words are a little weird, it's because something ripped here in my jaw when they clobbered me. We tossed some t-shirts into the crowd, and I had already been plowed over. We were right on the rail in the front, and I'd already been plowed over a couple times where they were trying to reach over me to grab them as they were falling in front of me on the stage. And I was like, what in the world? These people are so rude. It's all right. I'm fine, but thank you. And concert's over. They're throwing the remaining ones off into the pit. You know, there's not a huge amount of people in the pit anymore. Everybody's left. And I'm standing there, and here's this t-shirt like falling from on high, right into my hands. It's like coming right down on me. And I'm like, oh, I got that t-shirt right there. And then I got tackled by two linebackers from opposing teams that were really pissed off at each other. And I was in the middle. And my glasses were down here in my mouth. I was just ridiculous. And I finally got up. Sam helped me up. And I started screaming at these guys because I'm like, it's only a t-shirt. It's only a t-shirt. But if they had gone, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to plow you down like you meant nothing, it would have been nice for somebody to do something like that. Instead, I turned to them, and they are in a locked battle to the death for a t-shirt. Two adult men. Unbelievable. And so the one guy snatched it out of the other guy's hands, and he disappeared like a fart in the wind. And we couldn't find him. Well, I started like, it's only a t-shirt, you guys. What is so important here? It's a t-shirt, a white t-shirt. And the guy stepped forward. Sam stepped up on the guy, and I thought, oh hell, I've never seen my husband do that. And I was really afraid he was going to jail. I really, really was. And then security escorted the guy out the other door because they saw what happened. Security wasn't mad at Sam. They come up to Sam. They're like, dude, just calm down. We saw what happened. We saw what happened. It's okay. Just calm down. And so they escorted the guy out. And then they're just trying to calm Sam down. And when Sam turned back to me and I was bleeding, he wanted to go back and get the guy. I'm like, no. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Yeah, he was in protection mode. Let me tell you what, guys, he went nuts. I've never seen my husband do that. Over a t-shirt. Anyhow, hi, Heidi. Welcome. Hi, haven't seen you in a while. So yeah, somebody asked what happened. We thought we were here for a while. Where's Mr. Fry today? He is at work. He's at work. He's not in the clink. He's at work. And they've changed some policies at his work. And we do not prescribe to their policies. And so Mr. Fry has decided that he will be stepping away from this job, which is fine because about 60% of the people at Los Alamos are stepping away from their job because of a change in policy. And so he's not the only one. He's not just like, screw it, I'm not going to do it. It's a massive amount of people. And so we're hoping to end up back in south of Toledo, Ohio. We're hoping to go back he wants to go back to Lima, and that would have us totally home. Yeah, they can't because it's a government job, Jazz. Be nice, right? But it's a government job. Mm-hmm. When I was a freshman in high school, rumor got started that you knew Tom Cruise. Did you know? Yeah, normally I'm the confrontational one too, but no, that was not the way it was. Come to Michigan, it's close to home. Lima is where he's hoping to land, which is in Lima, Ohio. So that's what we have planned. If we do that, our big, huge farmhouse in Ohio will eventually be made into a retreat. So it's going to eventually be made into a retreat as it is, but this just moves us up. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, wouldn't it be a great change to be home? Like, you will always see the same thing behind me. It's all good. Anyways, so let's do this some more. Let's do it. I'm really enjoying this this deck of cards. It is pretty clear, pretty concise. I like them. They're very easy to deal with. We are going to do some mediumship, but let's pull a name. You know what? Renee Hess. I'm going to pull for you. I'm going to do the very same, and it's going to be a where do you find yourself now, and what do you have coming up? Do not know Tom Cruise, but being the freshman that was always getting beat up and harassed, I went with it. Absolutely. You're like, I'll call in Tom Cruise. Right? Okay. So this is for Renee Hess. Another king. Oh, what a beautiful card. Gotcha. Okay. Where you find yourself right now. Yeah, the positive changes life throws when you least expect it. We always roll with it. We have to. We roll with his positions and jobs. The King of Cups, a big emotional card, right? There's I really see this ship on the outside over there. And that ship's just kind of cruising away. It's talking about people coming and going in life, strong relationships, strong emotional relationships, and knowing when those strong relationships have run their course and when new things are coming in. So what I really like about these, if you are new to Tarot, that these actually have the writing on them so you can read them. But this is about being in a solid relationship and knowing when you're in a solid relationship and feeling that trust and love between the two people that say, I'm safe. Okay, that is the present. And then this card is your future on not actually having a solid foundation on where you are, because you cannot make decisions to one way or the other. It is about knowing when to make those decisions, and not overthinking, because sometimes we'll overthink and overthink and overthink, and then we stall because we go, okay, well, I don't know if I can make it, and then that moment has passed for the resolution to pop out. So that is what I have to say for you. Sometimes we look and we feel safe in situations, and then we have to look at a little bit deeper and sometimes make changes. But if we revolve in one space too long, then we end up stuck in the same spot. Okay. Where'd she go? Oh, Karen Ainsworth. Not this deck. Okay, not this deck. Not this deck. Oh, good morning. Good morning. I love you. Good morning. I'm fighting a sneeze. Hold on. Can you hear the construction next door still? At least it's not jackhammers. Okay. Karen Ainsworth. Oh my God, Kelly, that's hysterical. And that's not hysterical. It's funny, but my aunt convinced us she dated the Unabomber. That was a serious dude. Makes sense. I'm so glad it makes sense. Okay. I'll answer that in a second, Kelly. This is for Karen Ainsworth. God bless you for the sneeze. Whenever I fought it back. Okay. Karen Ainsworth. So, Amoria. This is the Keepers of the Light deck. The Keepers of the Light deck. Right. Karen Ainsworth, I want to say that you have individuals that are working behind the scenes. Your guides are constantly working with you. I feel like they're dropping little hints in front of you. Do you ever go to San Jose, California? I've never been there. I've not been to California other than fly in and out of it. But Karen, this is that energy that says, hey, you're not trusting yourself enough. You're not trusting your guides enough to really fall back in there and give them that latitude to be helpful. So work on that. Bring that energy in. Ask for the help. Are you asking for enough help? Is a great question. Are you asking for enough help? Many of us stumble through life and we don't ask for help. We don't sit there and go, oh my gosh, I really could use some guidance. We just we're taught we need to be self-reliant, right? So make sure you're asking for your guides and giving them permission to come in and help, because you guys know what? If you don't ask them, they cannot help as efficiently as we would like them to. They need that permission to be able to come in and do some profound pushing for us, like encouragement. If you sit still, so will they. It's the way it is. Free will, y'all. Free will. Okay. Let's see. Marie Voliva. Yep. Pushing. Marie Voliva. I hear singing. Marie. This is the card that I pulled for you. Bridget. Celtic, obviously, right? Very Celtic in origin here. But I want you to think, and I know I was hearing singing because I'm like, why do I hear singing? I was hearing what is that movie with the little Irish or Scottish girl that kills the bear thingy? Merda. What's that movie? I can't remember the name of the movie. We will doing Mediumship in just a few minutes. Mediumship in just a few minutes. What is the name of that movie? Anyhow, that's what they're talking about. You are your own source of strength. You cannot rely on, hello, McFry. You cannot rely on, what's the movie, right? It's the Scottish movie with the Merida. What is that movie? Braveheart, Brave Wind, no. Braveheart is Mel Gibson. Will o' the Wisp. What's the movie? I can't think of it. But they're like, Marie, you are the only one that can make the change. You are your own best ally. And if you're pissed off at yourself, I'm trying to get the brave. That's it. I know it's brave. But come on, camera, pay attention. But I do. Oh, come on. Pay attention. It's supposed to pay attention. Kids watched it yesterday. It's a good movie. She reminds me of the woman of A Wrinkle in Time. I've not seen that movie. I've not seen that movie. But you're going to have to be the one to stand up. Nobody's going to make you feel better. Nobody's going to make the way better for you. This is the way your guides are kind of like, come on, you've got to pull yourself up by the bootstraps. Make sure that you are the one taking care of yourself because nobody else is going to do it for you. And sometimes we would really love for them to not use the saw on the concrete next door while I'm working online, but whatever. So they're talking about your inner strength, your inner solitude. They say inner solitude too. So turn inward to get some messages on how to move forward. Your guides are there to help you. This is the big notice this message today, you guys. Your guides are like right there. Rely on them because any outward force you're not going to rely on. You have to rely on yourself and your guides and create change. Nothing tops the book, though. I'll have to watch it. Yeah, the music in Brave is amazing. That, and I'll top that with Moana, though. I'll watch Moana. You just turn it on, I'm fine. Turn on Moana, and I'm all about it. And it's the music. I know we're using the concrete. It's better than the jackhammer. I had a solid week of jackhammer. I had a migraine by the time we're done. I hope that helped you, Karen Ainsworth. I really do. Okay. Okay. Good morning, everybody. This is for Dina McGowan. And then yeah, you're turned up at full volume. That's a great question. Oh, Kelly asked a question. Let me do Dina really quickly, and then Kelly asked a question. These cards just feel like coming home. I love these cards. It's my favorite deck of cards. My most used deck of cards. I just bought 7 new decks of cards because, well, frankly, y'all, I have a problem. I have a problem. Who is knocking? Construction next door. No, that's the construction next door. It's just loud enough that you guys are picking it up. And I have directional mics. Kelly's question is great. And I am going to answer Kelly's question. But I did call Dina's name and I will forget. So Dina McGowan, are you still here? McGowan. And now I have to re-find Kelly's question. Oh, there's Dina's manifestation. Guys, there's a very clear message today. You guys noticing the manifestation? Which deck is that? I have moved on. The one I love so much is the Magical Times. Jody Berg's Makars. Oh, awesome. Jody, I'm supposed to pull you 3 cards. Okay, got it. Okay, manifestation. So the yin and the yang here, you have to be able to see both sides of every coin that comes to you. You need to be able to look at different situations and say, I understand mine. Now I need to understand. You thought it was a message from spirit. And now I need to understand somebody else's side. So make sure that this is a big, and I know that the manifestation card doesn't say that, right? This card says nothing about paying attention to both sides of the angle, but that's what your guides say. It's a great question. So to make things occur, to make things easy, buddy, to make things happen, you have to be able to see both sides of situations. Very, very important. They're superseding the card to show that to me. They're like, okay, I know that this is what it says, but look at this. And I'm noticing the duality in the characters in the card. So they're saying, pay attention to both sides of angles. If you have something new coming in and somebody's saying, well, but this is the right way to do it, you have to be able to look at their way as well, because the partnership that may come from this in any situation, this can be money, this can be love, it can be whatever, but they're saying the partnership that you're going to get because you listen to both sides of the story is going to be a whole new level of creation for you. You're going to have this whole new level of understanding. And I kind of feel like this is more of a give and take thing. I'm not sure it's so much of a relation love thing as it is understand me so I can understand you better so we can move forward together. We may have differences of opinion, but that's okay. It's all right. That's how we bring things about. And then the final card is because if we don't find and see other people's ideas as being relevant or ideas as being something important to be able to invest your thought processes in, then that other person feels as if they're minimized, and then you run into adversity, and then you don't get manifestation. So you want to make sure you're looking at all things from all angles so that as you move forward, you're doing so confidently that you were being fair. And the fairer you feel, the more you're going to manifest, because you're going to go, okay, I've looked at this from every angle. I think this is what I want. I know this is what I want. I'm creating that. And all of a sudden things start to change. So look at things from all angles. I love this deck of cards. Okay, on to Kelly's question. Kelly's question is a really great question. You're going to see a lot of trance mediumship coming across our channel. I had a epiphany moment on my drive over to New Mexico. Was that where I was going? No, I'm in New Mexico, Oklahoma. Okay, so we're selling the house in Oklahoma. Nancy Bulliard come over and helped pack up the house in Oklahoma. We have to go back next weekend, pick up everything in Oklahoma, put it in a U-Haul, drive it to Ohio. Okay, so how I got there, I don't know. Anyhow, but on the way, I hope that helps, Dina. On the way, I had an epiphany on some things that I've been doing are now going to be less obvious, they're part of my toolbox and less of a hot spotlight. And the trance mediumship is going to be more and more prevalent. I'm taking a year-long apprenticeship with Tony Stockwell. I'm really excited about it. And I find, for whatever reason, trance to be very... it resonates with me so deeply. Hey, Tanya. So you're going to see a lot more trance coming in, trance mediumship healings, which are tomorrow night. So you guys can all experience it. Head to My Mystical Life on Facebook and sign up for it so that everybody that wants to be involved in experience trance mediumship healing can get their first taste of it. Okay. So when trance mediumship healing or trance mediumship is different from channeling. When you are channeling, you are more stepping off to the side and allowing an energy to utilize the vessel and just speak. Now, here's where it's different. This is you're picking up a more of a distant energy and allowing it. We're talking ascended masters. We're talking high vibrating individuals, right? High vibrating energies to come in, and you really kind of step to the side, and sometimes you remember what you say and sometimes you don't. Now, the difference between that and that's channeling. Okay, that's channeling. The difference between that and trance mediumship is the level of meditation that is attained to take yourself into a brainwave and allow past loved ones to come through and speak through and do healing sessions. And you are aware of what you're saying. Okay. You're close. It's like your energy is closer than when you're trying to do channeling, because channeling is such high vibrations. You really have to open up and give them the vessel to actually do the speaking. With trans channeling, with trans mediumship, you are allowing them to they're blending with your energy, and you are very cognizant of what is being said. You're not controlling what's said because you're just allowing it to flow, but it's more of a blending and less of a stepping out of the way. Does that make sense? Any risks of picking up parasitic entities? I have to honestly tell you guys, I never worry about it, ever. First of all, my guides have my back every day in every way. If I forget to cover my ass in one way or another spiritually, Archangel Michael, if I go into meditation or if I start to do spiritual work, will immediately, I'll feel my lip vibrate and I go, ooh, I forgot something. He gets, I got you covered. But here's the thing. If you're going to worry about picking things up, then you're attracting those things to you, just like any other form of manifestation, right? So if you are vibrating high, you pay attention to vibrating higher, then those things can't attach. It's really interesting. I started taking these classes with Tony Stockwell, and I went, oh gosh, this is for me. I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. I'm working on, and I can do it. I just it's not a big deal. I'm working on channeling the collective of the Pythia, the Oracle of Delphi, and that's what I'm working on. It's been interesting. They're singing next door now. They do that before lunch. But so far, channeling Ashtar is one of my main pivotal, and I can also channel, and I actually channel Metatron all the time, whether you guys know it or not. If you're in the membership, every single meditation in the membership is channeled Metatron. Every single one. I never, ever know where we're going. I know where we're going. I know what we're going to do. So like the park bench one, which is one of my favorites, where we sit outside the life between lives, or whatever you want to call them, the pearly gates, whatever. And you sit on a park bench and you wait for a loved one to come out and talk to you, right? One of my favorite ones. I knew we were going to end up on a park bench, but I didn't know how we were going to get there. So that is just all carried through from him. So there's like 50 of them up there now. No, there's not. There's 12. Sorry, I was counting weeks instead of months. Yeah, it's interesting. Someone mentioned their protective ritual daily, and it was so much I couldn't even guess how many parts to. And I feel like you ask for a reason to be protected at some point. Yeah, everybody's ritual is different. Everybody's ritual is different. Amanda Burns, can you pick up on whether I'm truly practicing mediumship? I collectively get a yes on that. So for those of you who have taken Mediumship 1, we will be offering a Mediumship 2. I didn't think I was going to, but I'm going to. We're also going to be offering a Late Bloomers, My Mystical Life, Intuitive Development 2 as well. Let me get moved first. Hi, Meredith Reed. So it happens at night by accident. Make sure you're calling in your guides. I'll tell you, one of my practices, you guys, is when I lay down to go to sleep, I will call in my guides to protect my energy. When we are so very vulnerable and we're off into our delta brainwave and we are just out there, I want to make sure I'm taken care of. I also, because I'm needy, I want more information. I want to know more. I want, please, bring me more, I'll have to talk to you about that, Renee. I have to talk. I actually need to, don't nobody sign up. I have an issue. So have an issue. My life changed quickly. It does that. It changed super quick, and it does happen that way for me. And we go with the flow. Because Sam and I know that wherever we are together, that is home. Leslie, when you're in theta brainwaves, more comes through. Yes, when you're in sleep mode, not delta, like not rapid eye movement, but when you're in that level above that, you're going to get the most spiritual energy because you have let go of your subconscious. You're just residing in energy, and your guides, higher vibrational energies, can step into that energy a lot easier. Life is great at doing that. Oh, life is so great at doing that. Anyhow. Okay. So let's do a little bit of mediumship because it is Mediumship Monday. And ouch. Just wish I could do it on purpose. Keep practicing. Yeah. Sometimes you just need a little guidance on it. Honestly, there's parameters that make things easier. Yeah, we have to go with the flow. So let's do a little mediumship. Don't forget, you guys. Must have been a car. Don't forget, you guys, tomorrow is Trance Mediumship. It happens at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Go to My Mystical Life to sign up for it. It's going to be a lot of fun. Okay, so let's do just a little bit of mediumship. Let's see who I can talk to. That is so funny. This is a male energy, and I know, I know that this person liked the Addams Family. I have some classes that are coming up, you guys. I'm going to have to reschedule the one on the 11th and 12th because of recent life events that just make me have to switch the dates. They'll be in, well, I'll get back to you on that. I have to get back. I'm not going to tell you a date because I just, at this moment, I can't. But we do have classes coming up. So this person comes across as very, it's so funny. This person comes across as very, I hear fiddles, I hear violins, I hear, and I'll tell you why I hear that. I keep seeing the scene from Addams Family where he's talking to Morticia, and they're standing, oh, no, I'm sorry. They're at the ball and they're dancing, and it's for, this is the strangest reference. They're standing at the ball for Fester, and they were talking about the violinist playing for Nero and things like that, right before the Mamushka. Okay, I know that is way too much information to know and remember from a movie that was made in the 90s, but we watch it habitually. So this person is a male energy. He would have been maybe a little bit darker, a little bit more goth. He wore a lot of black. He would have loved watching the Addams Family. He had a great sense of humor and great penmanship. And I feel like there was Halloween costumes somewhere involved. I feel like there were, because he shows me like stitching together loosely Halloween costumes. Can anybody take this guy so far? Because I'm sitting here going, dude, I need more information. And then I hear we have to leave childish things behind. So I feel like that this was probably a phase in his life that he had to. So, okay, I'm going to say, all right, thank you. I'm going to say he was more goth, more of a dark person when he was younger. And as he got older, he had to let go of some of these things and move on and become more of an adult. Because he says sometimes we have to leave childish things behind because they're not perceived by other people to be what you would want in your business or what you would want in your relationship, or just kind of like when some guys get married, they think they're going to play video games for the rest of their lives, and they find out that the wife wants them to mow the lawn, that kind of thing. And that's where his handwriting comes in. He's talking about he wrote things down. Hi, Andrea Galvin. Hello. Because of them, they're out working outside, Renee. The dogs are just a nervous wreck about it. And now they're playing music and singing in Spanish outside. It's really kind of pretty. They're on the roof, we're working on the roof next door, singing. So this person actually this person would have gone so here's what I have to say about this gentleman. I feel like there would be pictures of him dressed up in the 80s, all gothy, all dark and danky. And then as he gets older, he shows me him it's like I'm an accountant. And he's wearing a white shirt that has plaid on it. It's a loose plaid colors, and short sleeve shirts like this that button up. He feels like he went from being a hardcore kind of person that he felt like he was to wearing a pocket protector because he had to support. Can you share about your channel a little bit? I can. So you guys, if anybody knows this person, please give a shout out, because he's really kind of funny. He's like, look at me, look at what I became. What do? We are a membership. This is my fun time. I get on for a 5-minute coffee chat in the morning. We're at 45 minutes right now. It's not actually even morning anymore, but I do have coffee, so that makes it morning. We do everything from Akashic Records, past lives, to trance mediumship, to healing sessions, to drummings, to we have classes that we teach psychic development. And you can find those at mymysticallife.com. And it's an ongoing thing. It's not like you take a class and we ditch you. We are a beautiful. What are we today, you guys? What are we today? What are we today? Give us a shout out. What's a word? What are we today? Coffee. I have coffee, so it's still morning. That is a huge fly. Okay. So what else do? We talk to Robin Williams often. He likes to come across intuitive, so we bring him across. What else do we do? I mean, we have fun. Family. That's what we are. Family. We're a fun family. But the ongoing, it's $11.11 a month. If you're interested in that, you can find it at mymysticallife.com. And there's over 55, 60 classes in there that are already in the library for people to look at. You thought it was your uncle. It isn't. Okay. There's just all that stuff. I was kind of monologuing as well to see. We are fun squirrels. We're a lovely bunch of coconuts. Where's Leslie Dumont with that? We're a lovely bunch of coconuts. But we believe in raising the vibration through having fun and laughter and enjoying each other's company. And that builds a bridge to bring in our guides super clear to give us the information we need in the moment and help us grow on our intuitive journey. Because we don't need to be alone doing this. That's us in a nutshell. Oh, that's a great question. Marta says, I have a question. I heard that when someone died, they keep their personality like the person was when they were alive. So what about reincarnation? That person would be the same personality then. Think about when somebody passes away. We come here. Okay, think this. Okay, this is what my guys are like. Okay, look. Here's it. Okay. If you come to Earth for the incredible experiences, the dynamic love, hate, the challenges, the easy things, the everything. If you come to Earth for that, you're also getting the beauty, you're getting the dance, you're getting the music, you're getting the art, you're getting all the things that make it all worth it, right? And to boot, you're here with your soul family, regardless of whether you like them or not. You're still here with your soul family. You may love them, you may not like them, whatever, it doesn't matter. But it shapes the soul. Because why would we come here and then go, and to learn lessons and go, Okay, on the other side, I'm totally done. I'm not saving anything from that. There's a reason souls like to resonate in certain areas, because they maybe some souls like to resonate more in New York, which is very, very, I've run across this where they're like, I like New York. They'll reincarnate in New York all the time, or certain parts of the world. They develop, that's what we're trying to do, right? We're trying to ascend. We're trying to flesh out our experiences so our soul will grow. And if we come here and we take a life on and we don't retain some of the things that we've learned, and that includes some of our personality traits, then what are we really learning? So when you run across, and you'll hear some people will say, oh, past loved ones, they never cuss. Guides never cuss. I got news for you. Who on here has ever encountered a guide or a past loved one that swore like a sailor or told a dirty joke? They retain. They retain. So, do you like astrology, Lisa? There's so much I want to say about reincarnation and astrology connecting us. I do like astrology. I don't do it. I just don't know it. It's not my jam. So, Jazz, maybe we'll have you come on and talk on the membership about astrology if you're well versed in it. Right, Liz knows what I'm talking about. We have certain areas, so we retain that little piece that we found most desirable in ourselves and move forward. And sometimes Liz is run into ones that cuss. Oh yeah. If I'm doing a reading sometime, I'll like, okay, don't shoot the messenger, but they say da 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 and da 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 da. Beep, beep, beep. You're not alone. I've planned around to attend live classes and still missed the class. Last week, Monday, for example, I simply lost track of time. Before I knew it was 8:30 p.m. I'm wondering if it would be more advantageous for the private group members if I made each class an event, so you would get reminders on Facebook. I don't know if it'll help or not. Oh yes, I've had a couple that swear. Sometimes they apologize and sometimes they just are who they are. They do retain. Absolutely. I was complaining and heard blow it out your ass. They do it and snap back and forth. Right. You have to laugh. You have to have a sense of humor. I lived in Massachusetts, but moved to California about 4 years ago. I'm new to connection with other people. I followed the shamanic path, but been psychic since young. Well, welcome. Shaman as well. See, I keep forgetting to put things in there. I'm a shaman as well. We work shamanically often on here. So welcome. That's what we're here for. It will help you. Okay. All right. I will start making them. Andrea, it is important to connect with others so we don't feel batshit crazy, right? We know the definition of why we call it that. We do things like that here. I have to give you the disclaimer. You never know what we're going to talk about. We squirrel, we go down a million different rabbit holes, but boy, do we have fun doing it. We do have fun doing it. We're very down to earth about this and very practical because we have to be. Not everybody opened up. I mean, I think most of us can look back now and see where we were intuitive when we were younger and we were missing the unexpected here. Where we missed things when we were younger because we weren't supported in it. And as we get older, now we have a whole new set of friends. And if you walk out into the street and go, I'm psychic, they go, what the hell happened to her? Quick, Pez dispensed drugs into her mouth. We don't want that. We don't need that. Hi, welcome, Rachel. It does help when you have like-minded people. I'm going to let this gentleman go because he's standing here tapping his toe like... So I'm going to let this gentleman go with love and light and the hopes that he finds who he's looking to speak to. I will give his information one more time in case somebody that has popped on, that it would be for him. I have a gentleman standing here who was dark and dank and gothy when he was younger. He shows me lace-up boots, which were his thing. He really enjoyed them. He wasn't like goth like we think of now. He was just a little bit, wore dark clothes and thought he was kind of, all bad. And then life changed for him and he had to either conform or be poor. And he went from dark, danky, gothy looking guy to pocket protector man. So he wore white shirts. He says, I feel like an accountant. He felt out of place in what he did for a living. He felt like he should have been able to. He felt like he should have been able to stretch his wings a little bit more. I'm sorry, I'm listening to make sure my dogs are okay outside. He felt like he should have been able to stretch his wings a little bit more and be who he wanted to be. He felt very contained in his life, but he had great handwriting. He wrote stuff out a lot. I feel like he also might have been a notary. And that's who I have. And I also have a letter D. A letter D is the other thing I have. I had dreams lately about the lower, middle, and upper worlds and connecting the Akashic records. It's a thing. It's a thing. I do it all the time. I work in the Akashic all the time like that. Absolutely. Did he get into a lot of trouble? When he was younger, I felt like he tried to get in a lot of trouble. I don't think he really was successful in getting in like jail or anything, but he really, really pushed people's buttons. He did do that. Cosplay. There's some sort of costume involved. I see him making like some kind of costume. I mean, it reminds me of a cape for like Halloween. The man you described sounded like my brother. Rachel, this is somebody we're bringing across from the other side. They're looking to connect with somebody here. Let me scream at the dog 1 second. So he's looking to connect with somebody on this side, and if it sounds like your brother, let's move forward with that, because I wasn't going to give him over again, and I was like, I feel like I should, because he probably belongs to somebody that that is new here, because they usually come across for a reason, right? They come across for a reason. He passed when he was 24. I feel like he had to make decisions, that this person had to make decisions that how do I move forward in life? And they went against the grain of how he wanted to live, because he felt like he wanted to be gothy. That's who he was in his heart. And here's the thing. It was a feeling. It was I need expansion. I need to be this, but society says I need to be this over here. So he was trying to conform to something that actually wasn't working for him. And it created a tremendous amount of stress. And that would have led to other issues in life. So I don't know if he had depression. I don't know if he was depressed. This person was depressed or not. And because he shows me, this is what he shows me, is very, very crow. But he shows me like having a little bit of eyeliner on it and crying and having, and he's just trying to show me that he had depression issues at one point in his life. And that makes a whole lot of sense to me, because he comes across with a feeling of I don't belong to one thing. Rachel, does that make sense to you? Okay, then this is definitely for you then. Okay. And I'm glad that I revisited this, because I was just gonna leave him over here and say, okay, I'm sorry, we couldn't find your person today. So the reason we do these is because we want to, okay, I understand. Thank you. We want to bring across messages that they have from the other side. And it's so funny. He keeps going, chin up, put a little, I hear it, but I don't know the words. Chin up, chin up. It's a song from Disney. Somebody on here knows it, I'm sure. Chin up, chin up. He's talking about looking up for you personally. He wants you to look at some different things. He wants you to say, hey, look at what you're not doing that you could be doing. You've not set enough high goals for yourself, I feel. He also wants to talk about, sitting in the grass. He wants to give you an image of sitting in the grass, Like he's sitting cross-legged, like Indian style. It is Charlotte's Web. Thank you so much, Katrina. Um, uh, that's so cool because he's showing because now he's like, look at the writing in the web. It's there 1 second and it's gone. It's there 1 second and it's gone. She takes it down because she had to make something else. But he shows me this image of sitting on the grass, and it's almost like on a knoll or a hill or something along those lines. And he has on some funny pants. I'm not quite sure what the pants are, but they don't look like regular jeans or anything like that. They're a different pattern or color or something like that. And he's sitting on the grass, and he's sitting cross-legged, and he has something in his hands that he's fiddling with. Like there's something that he was fiddling with. I don't know if he had a specific piece of jewelry he fiddled with, or something that he carried with him that was a memorabilia thing, or something from the family. He has something in his hands. He has something in his hands that I don't know if maybe you have it, that maybe you got it after he passed. Do you have something small, like a piece of jewelry or something that you would have gotten from him, or something that would have been something he fiddled with? Are you aware of that? Kind of reminds me of Ducky from Pretty in Pink. It's kind of cute at this point when he's showing me this. I don't know what he's, maybe it's a lighter, or is something he's doing something repetitive with. Nothing you can think of. Okay. He's just showing me him fiddling with something. So I wouldn't be surprised if you actually run across something that it's a physical object. There's a physical object that I feel like you're going to run across, or someone is going to hand off to you and say, I forgot this. This is for you. This is something that you need, that is going to remind you of a very significant memory you have with him. Because he's very serious about sitting there, and he's just like examining it, and he's like, here we go. It also says it's time to dust off. It's time to take some of the situations that you have going on in your life and cut the cord. It's like cut the safety cord. You don't need it. You need to move forward. You have to quit hanging on to old patterns that you have. And he wants to talk about, he also wants me to give you a spot to be able to go meet him. If you close your eyes and you're having a day that you're like, I just need that comfort. I need you to know that if you just close your eyes and he really likes this grassy knoll. It's like there's a thoroughfare of people walking in front of him that aren't really quite, they're more like energies. And he's just off of it, and he's sitting in this grassy area, and he turns and he looks up the top of the hill. And at the top of the hill is this great big, huge, brilliant light. And he's like, this is where she can find me. It's like an overly bright sun coming up over the horizon. And he's like, this is a new beginning. This is where she can find me if she needs that comfort. So all you really have to do is close your eyes and visualize this little hill with the sun coming up on the other side. So the sunrise, he's like, pay attention to your sunrises, but also this is someplace you can go to meet him in your imagination. And I'm so honest about you using your imagination to meet up with him, because that is our intuition. They're the same thing. He's like, meet me. I'm there. I'm there for you. Don't feel alone. So I hope that helps. And I'm glad that that you popped on, because I was like, okay, I'm just gonna have to send him off to the side. Oh yeah, Odin's just crashed. So is in the Akashic records, is my grandma someone I have relationships in past life? I'm just gonna give you the answer that I would. Yep. Because she's part of your secondary soul group. Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. You would have relationships with them in past lives. I'm sorry you're crying, but I'm glad it makes sense to you. I'm It's been 30 years. It's, you know what? Time is only relevant to us, right? Because I have to let you know, he still sees you as a little girl. And as I'm saying that, my crown chakra goes off. He's like, I still see her as a little girl, like somebody I watch over and protect. So just know that person is there for you at all times. I've probably felt abandoned by her when she passed. I knew she was going to pass the day she passed, but yelled at me for saying it. Yeah. And those ones that, and Andrea, the ones that we feel abandoned by, it's because they're residing really close to us. We think of them a lot and we're like, oh my gosh, I'm so alone. They left me. And it's actually the opposite. It's because they're standing so close to us that we're thinking of them more often. And we're feeling that separation because they're not here in a physical aspect, but they're on the other side looking and watching and helping. So that is usually, that's usually how that goes. So. Okay. So you guys, I am well past my time, my 5-minute morning, and I have boxes to pack up. We are going to be having really significant crystal sales in the next, not now. We're going to start in 2 weeks, only because we have a lot of traveling to do between now and then. After we're done traveling, we will be having a crash sale, guys. I do not want to pack all of these crystals, okay? I have over 10,000 crystals in the garage, and I do not want to pack them. So we are having many big sales. And Mr. Fry is not buying anything at the moment, but this did come in the other day, and this is obviously UV reactive ruby kyanite. That'll be in the sale or in the store. I'm not quite sure. Yeah. Okay. So I know, right? That is so cool. It is really cool. I wish I could get it to show like it does here, but it's ruby kyanite. And this is the first time it's a lot of crystals. It's a lot of crystals. Well, we do wholesale prices. You have to get with Sam on that. You have to ask Sam. You'd message our Mystical Crystals. I'm not quite sure how he would do that, but you can ask him. Probably on some towers we have, we could do that. It's the first time we've had ruby kyanite. I really like it. What else do we get? We have a lot of stuff. Oh, wait. I have a basket. I'm just going to Sam the man. We're calling him Sam the caveman now. Now, after we get moved, I actually bought these for Christmas. Where else? You're not seeing all these questions. You're on YouTube, so this is that we have a lot. You're missing a lot of people. Okay, on Facebook we are on My Mystical Life. And can you guys tell me what site you guys are on? Are you on My Mystical? Because we're simulcasting. So it's My Mystical Life, Late Bloomer Psychics and Star Seeds. There's a bunch of different sites that they're all coming from. And she's like, I don't see any of this. What the hell's going on? So we got these. I'm going to tell you we got these, but I got these for Christmas for our children who are aggravating the ever-loving piss out of me. They're 30 years old and they're driving me nuts. But I'm going to show you what I got. And I can get more, but not till after we move. Okay? So just, there we go. Stormtroopers out of Howlite. Look at that sheet right there. Right? Okay, and I got those, and these will be in the store. I'm probably going to shut the store for 2 weeks while these can be purchased before then, though. I'll try to get these in today. These are the Egyptian hairless cat. Don't ask me the prices because I don't know right now, but I'm just showing you. Well, welcome, Andrea. Welcome. I know the stormtroopers are amazing, but wait, there's more. What else did I find? Oh, that one. And these were the other things I found. Oh, wait till you guys see these other things. I went shopping, not Sam. Do you have any deities in crystal form? I can watch for some, but they, yeah. R2D2. Isn't that the cutest damn thing you've ever seen? That's, I think that's clear quartz or rose quartz. I'd have to look. Bye, Donna. And then I have jade turtles. Look at me. I'm like, that's just jade turtles. Sabrina, welcome. Sabrina's new. I have jade turtles. Turtles go quickly. I mean, turtles go really, really quickly. I know, but you have to wait till after we get moved and settled. But then I found these. Did I get 5 of these? Yeah. These will be in the store. These will be in the store. I bought these specifically to resell. Because I thought they're black obsidian. Oh my God. Who doesn't need a minion? Right? Who doesn't need a minion? Look at this. So cute. We haven't found wolves yet. We're still watching. He even has a part in his hair. Oh my God. Renee, I'll let you know when I get those in the store. I think that's all I got. Yeah, that's all I bought. I'm cheaper than Sam. Sam will go buy it like. Anyways, so boom. That's where we're at. That's so cute. All right, guys. I'm off again. Everybody have a great day. I put my stuff away. I got to get busy. I have to start packing. And I have to get packages packed so that everybody that paid while we were gone gets their stuff. And then I'll get this other things in the store. We do, by the way, for anybody that doesn't know, we did talk about this a little bit last night. I have signed on to be a podcast host on Parachills. So we'll be starting our own podcast here soon. And we will be bringing on our because we have so many professionals that are within our membership, the My Mystical Life membership, that we have so many people to talk to that it's just amazing. So I'm excited. It's probably going to be a teaching podcast. So yay. I'm excited. Yep. I have to schedule. All right. Everybody have a wonderful day. Love, light, joy. Feel divine. Because, well, of course you are. And we will talk later. Maybe get on tonight. We'll see what's going on. All right. Have a good night, guys. Thank you so much. Love every one of you. Have a great day.